Hello there, I'm here today with the director and lead actor of a production called Journey of a Master. Now, Journey of a Master is a production or a play that's being run on the 29th of August at UTS Ku-ring-gai, and it's organised by the Sydney Chinmaya Mission CHYKs. Now, I'll just start, Sweta. Thank you guys, first of all, for being here today. If you could just start by telling us what exactly are the Sydney CHYKs and what is Chinmaya Mission?
Well, by CHYKs, they're not the CHYKs. It stands for Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, which is the youth wing of Chinmaya Mission. Chinmaya Mission is obviously a much broader worldwide organisation. It's got centres all across the world, including one in Australia, in Sydney and Melbourne. And that's where it's the youth wing of that section.
Okay, great. And can you tell us a little bit more about the background of Chinmaya Mission? What exactly do they do for viewers who may not know?
It's mainly a Hindu organisation. It seeks to spread Vedanta, the knowledge of Vedanta. Our main leader, who this play is supposed to be about, Swami Chinmayananda, wanted to do exactly that, get that knowledge from the Himalayas and spread it to the common people and people, just normal people like us. So that's what the centres are meant to be about. And it's meant to be very open-minded sort of discussion. So especially with the youth, we just have discussion classes and things like that just to get together and discuss openly.
Cool, great. So Journey of a Master, how did this production come about? How did the idea kind of spark?
Well, I mean, really it was just about people. They were having the discussions, and the books that we read are, often by Swami Chinmayananda himself. But the problem was that many people didn't really know about his life story, and we read his words and you just wonder, how do you become this enlightened person? And that's the question which always, you're trying to work out the answer to. Yeah. And so in our own research, we read Journey of a Master, the book, and, reading through his entire life, and it was just absolutely inspirational. Yeah. And, because youths tend to be a lot more dynamic and, we like doing things like the dancing and the acting. So we just thought it would be a perfect way to get out to other youth, spreading that wonderful story that we've had the chance to read about.
Sure. I read it as well. It's absolutely fascinating. So with the actual play, is there a kind of message that you're planning to send in it? I mean, you're the director of the play. So what kind of message are you trying to send across to the people who might watch it?
I think the main idea is just how with like Hinduism or Vedanta, or really just the core spiritual aspects of it, just affect everyone's life. And it's just about I'm sure at every point someone has always sort of had that question of, why am I here, or what's my purpose in life? And that's really what it's meant to answer. And that was the perfect way, because that's exactly what Swami Chinmayananda did himself. He had that burning desire of knowledge and questioning, and what perfect way to do it than to show how a normal person, he went from an ordinary rebellious youth to become this enlightened being. And you just wonder, how did that happen? Yeah. And that's the journey we want to take everybody on.
Sure, great. So you guys have been rehearsing a lot. What can we expect to see on the night?
Well, it's taken a good, started, I don't know, almost a year or 9 months back, started writing the script, and that took a while. And now everybody's just, in the last month of it, which is quite hectic. But everybody's just sort of coming together, and I think it's going to be a brilliant production, just given the amount of talent that we have, and it's just going to be amazing.
Okay, so thanks very much, Sweta. I'm looking forward to it as well. I'd now like to speak to the lead actor, Nikhil, or Nick for short. Nick, why did you decide that you wanted to be involved in this production?
She asked me to. That's number one. I just wanted to do something, sort of expand my daily activity from just work and play, sort of try to expand my creative ability. And this is the first time that I'm going on stage, and that's sort of why I wanted to take on the challenge. Yeah,
good on you. And had you heard about Swami Chinmayananda before, and how did you kind of prepare to play him?
Yes, of course. Swami Chinmayananda. I've come to classes in Castle Hill before, for a few of them, but obviously I've only looked at and all of us have sort of looked at the final teachings of Vedanta that he sort of explains so well, and so that's how I've heard of him. But it's now that I've sort of come into the production that all of us have sort of gone deeper into his life and tried to find out what what made him tick, so to speak.
Yeah. Great. Okay, and you've obviously gone to a few classes, you've learnt about him now over time. He's a very inspiring figure. Is it daunting for you to play someone who you respect so much? And also you've mentioned that this is the first time you're going on stage. Are you nervous about it?
I'm very nervous. And your question about playing Swami Chinmayananda, it is very daunting because he's a person that a lot of people have seen while he was alive, and there are going to be people in the audience who are actually going to be comparing their very vivid real life experiences, observing him with the guy on stage. And they don't make people like Swami Chinmayananda these days, because he was a very complex and complicated personality, and for me to sort of portray that on stage is definitely daunting.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'll give it a go.
And how are the rehearsals going at the moment?
The director should sort of comment on that. I think they're going amazingly well. But it's been a growing process, a learning process, and we started our full rehearsals. The first one was last weekend, and I thought it went pretty well. But there's obviously a lot to sort of refine before the big day.
Yep. Well, you've still got a little bit of time, but just in case our viewers didn't know, you guys are actually engaged, in case our viewers didn't know, and you guys have had a pretty hectic last few months and upcoming months as well, and your fellow coordinators of this play asked me to make a special mention of the fact that you guys had actually made such a big commitment, despite the fact that you had a wedding last night of your sister, and you've got your own wedding that you're planning. Is that right? So how do you guys finding the time to do all of this?
Well, I mean, it's kind of strange because I've always wanted to do something like this, and especially now that I've gotten into it, he's like, oh, once we get married, you're never doing anything like this again. So this is kind of my last chance to get...
Well, good, actually. At least you guys get to spend time with each other. It's not taking you away from spending time with each other. So anyway, well, thank you so much for coming and talking to us today. So as you guys have heard it, Journey of a Master, it's a play about Swami Chinmayananda, who started Chinmaya Mission. I think it's going to be fascinating, and I'm obviously going to be there. And if you are interested in this kind of stuff, I really think it's going to be a spectacular show. So if you would like a little bit more information, there are details at the bottom of our screen about how you can get more info about it. It's the 29th of August at UTS Ku-ring-gai, and we hope to see you all there. Thank you very much for your time.